Hello Libra, hello and welcome to your general tarot card reading for the second half of October, and happy birthday to all Libras out there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use 3 different tarot decks, all of them the Rider White. I'm also going to use my runes as a commentary and oracle cards as a spiritual message for you. So let's start with the tarot cards and see what we're going to have here. So this card is representing the main theme for those 2 weeks for you, and we have a Justice. This card is going to be representing you, Libra, in those 2 weeks, and that is 10 of Wands. And this one is going to be represent kind of what is you or might be crossing you, and that is the Ace of Wands. So those 3 going to kind of serve as additional narrative to those 3, showing what potentially might be happening those 2 weeks for you. So what do we have here? We have a 5 of Pentacles, we have the Fool, and we have 2 of Wands. And those 3 are going to be representing the following. What to focus on? So that it's Temperance. What's a release is 6 of Swords. What would be the best way of approach or kind of behavior? It's 4 of Cups over here. Those runes, one of them going to serve as an additional commentary to this reading, Libra. And I'm going to pull one of those spiritual messages, oracle cards for you. So let's see what we're going to have here. What we're going to pull for you, Libra. Let's see. Believe. I love it. So what belief is telling us, Libra? The force that works through you, determining what is possible or impossible, the difference between success and failure, and above all who you are, is the power of your belief. So you have to have a belief, and you have to believe in yourself within those 2 weeks of October, Libra. I think that's an amazing message. I love it. So let's see what you have here. So the main theme of those 2 weeks for you, Libra, is the Justice. And what the Justice is telling us, you will be able to see situation very clearly. For some of you, you might be dealing with some kind of legal issues, or issues that are going to be requiring some kind of taking the action and managing things and doing things, even though you might don't want to do it, or you might be reluctant to do it. There are certain things that would have to be done, and the theme is all about delivery. I'm hearing delivering certain things. There might be delivery of message, or delivering of your take on certain things, but also distancing yourself from either situations or other people, and giving what is due to others. That's what I'm hearing. Giving what is due to others. If you're going to kind of look at the Justice over here, and Justice is representing you, Libra, in terms of astrological sign. She has a crown. On the crown there's a jewel. Those cards, they are not very clear, but this is representing the 3rd eye over here. She's holding the sword. Sword is kind of going out of the picture over here, so she is not even understanding sometimes her own power and how forceful she can be. You have a scale, so it's the balancing, the judging. She's covered in the red robes. Her throat is the only thing that is clear, so it's just about the communication, how you communicate, and how you sometimes might be feeling vulnerable about the communicating about certain things, or difficulty with communication. She's sitting here on kind of pedestal. One of her legs, it's about to take action, and actually she doesn't. The shirt is white, so the intention is actually pure, and there is this kind of veil behind her that is in most interpretation. They're going to tell you that it's a purple, and purple is representing the spectrum of ultraviolet, so the spectrum that is on the end of what can be seen. So basically it's seeing unseen, so it's about having very good and strong intuition, being able to understand others people's motivations, and kind of having that third eye open. So this is kind of a theme, so you might be sensing things from the get-go. You might be understanding others people's motivations, and what the theme is kind of urging you to do is to be within your knowing and judge people by the actions, not what they say, but to judge people by the actions, and taking actions as well. So in terms of what is representing you, is 10 of Wands, so you might be extremely busy, you might be wanting to drive things to the completion, you might be taking too much and try to manage too many things at the given moment. So what they say, if they are something about the multitasking, maybe there's certain things you don't have to do in one go, or they don't have to be done at the same time. So it's all about trying to manage priorities and being able to see the bigger picture, because you might be too wrapped up in things that they have to be done now. And it's almost what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, it's about seeing the longer term and try to kind of plan or spread it within some kind of, I don't know, it's just, I don't know how to explain, but it's like planning ahead. So certain things that don't have to be done now, you might be having too much of the tendency to try to do everything at once, and you might be taking quite a lot, and you might have a very strong drive to complete something, to finish something, to deliver something. Something about the delivery is very strong within your reading, Libra. So this is kind of representing you. You'll be very, very busy in those 2 weeks, and you're going to be very driven. And what might be crossing you is actually not crossing you. It's Ace of Wands, and you are holding and managing all those wands over here. So you might have a very strong drive, indication, very strong. It's almost like a burst of energy driving everything towards completion. You want to kind of stop. How this is coming across, like you want to finish something to start something new, and you're going to have a very strong drive, and you will be almost like capable of doing it, but do not try to overstretch yourself, but you might have a tendency to go the full force and try to do it in everything in one go, and most likely you're going to succeed. Libra. So what those 3 cards are telling us about additional narrative, there's 5 of Pentacles. It's about faith and belief. Oh my god, indeed it is. And there's the 2 of Wands over here. So what those 3 cards they're telling us? You might be feeling of not succeeding. You might have a feeling that other people's lives that are better. The grass is green on the other side. That you might be highly unlucky. That things that are not swinging your way. It equally might be representing some kind of financial worries, or feeling outcast, being left in the cold. If you need help, ask for it. But basically what they try to tell you here, Libra, you have to have a faith. You have to blindly, what I'm hearing, blindly believe in yourself, blindly believe in your success, blindly go for it, and it's almost overcome difficulties, because you might be doing certain things and you might not seeing the results of them, and you might feel like whatever I do, it's not getting me there where I would like to be. And they say it's just a teething process, and you have to really believe in yourself in order to achieve what you have to achieve. And by believing, they say, you have to kind of take the leap of faith in order to arrive at where it's. This card is telling me that the ball is in your court. This is telling me that you have to hope for the best, you have to plan for the future, you have opportunities, but everything, it seems to be in very early stages, and this is all about planning. So even though you're going to plan, it almost feels like there is a kind of a clash over here between how you might think and how you might feel about the situation, that you're not progressing, you're not moving forward, this is not bringing money, I'm left down in a cold, other people that are doing better than I am. But then this is another kind of oomph coming, and this is kind of almost coming from the Ace of direction of Ace of Wands, translating in Two of Wands, and to the Fool over here, that you have this ability, you have a very strong drive, and this drive has to be kind of translating into what your aspirations are, what your goals are, what you really would like to do, where's your passion, and then believe in it and go with it, regardless of the results that you're having or perception of where you think you are now. And this is strong, and if you're going to keep going in that direction, you're going to have a breakthrough. What I heard, it's a breakthrough. You're going to be surprised about what you can be achieved, and it almost feels like that there's a need for this letting go of expectations and just going with the flow and seeing what is going to take you. And regardless of how you might feel, because you might be your own worst critic over here, Libra. Don't squash yourself, don't squash your own dreams, and don't squash your own aspirations. Keep going and keep doing what you're doing. You're able to achieve it. You're able to achieve whatever you want to. Don't give up. That's what I'm hearing. So in terms of what to focus on, it's to focus on your balance. it's Temperance over here. So keep things in balance and keep doing and keep adjusting things. Keep the momentum going. That's what I'm hearing. So what's release? If for whatever reason you might have this tendency to giving up, or mentally checking out and going somewhere else, like I'm giving up, don't do it. Release of that kind of way of thinking. Don't try to control things. That is for one, because this one is, as you can see, there are 3 figures over here, and you can read it in many different ways, but this one is representing the control, and this one is representing the kind of giving up and taking things and assuming the loss and coming to the terms that I have lost. So you have kind of 2 things over here, kind of, and that's what they say, balance it all out. Release of one try to control and one giving up. So it feels like this is kind of very strong polarity within the approach of the way how you might perceive things. So what they're trying to tell you, try to balancing it all out, and you going in the right direction, but those ups and downs, they're not very helpful, and they might be leading to that kind of feeling of things that are not moving in the right direction, that you're being felt left out in the cold. And if you need help, ask for that help. Don't be alone, and don't struggle on if you feel you're struggling and you need some kind of help, reach out for it, and it might come, but equally you have to strongly believe and you have to take that leap of faith. You have a very good understanding, you're highly intuitive, you are highly perceptive, and you're highly intelligent, and sometimes this intelligence also might be coming your way, because you might have a tendency to overthink, and what they say, yes, that is needed, thinking is needed and planning is needed, but equally you need that kind of drive, that kind of leap of faith. And because you're doing this constant balancing act, up and down, this isn't really helpful. So what to focus is to focus on your own balance. So in terms of what would be the best way forward is to be very focused and don't try to do, I think this is coming back to the Ten of Wands over here, ground yourself, believe in yourself, and if there will be some kind of suggestions coming your way, or I'm hearing poisoned chalice, so there might be people trying to come your way, or there might be suggestion coming your way, but they say don't distract yourself from what you're doing, from the core of what you're doing. You can do currently what they say, focus solely on your main goals and objectives and things that, or whatever it is that you're focusing, don't lose the focus. That's what is coming through. So as additional commentary, Libra, you're very driven, you're highly intuitive, and stick to it. You have to, it almost feels like that two aspects of you, one that is highly logical and another one that is highly intuitive, and those two kind of those some things, I just see the intelligent and logical as a kind of this kind of constant running all the time kind of way of being, and then your intuition kind of coming from from here and kind of in trying to come into your awareness and allow it to guide you to be that potential, because this is representing the potential of the full. Everything is possible, you just have to believe in it, and your gut instincts is serving you well. So believe in your instinct, believe in your dreams, believe what you're striving for, and everything is possible, even though it might not look like it, or that doesn't seem to be like it at the given moment. Things will change and improve, but you have to just believe in yourself and stay focused. That is the overall message, the reading for you, Libra, for the second week, for the second half of October. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for tuning. If you found it helpful, please let me know by commenting, liking and subscribing.